Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we'll discuss on the topic pollution. Okay, so what is pollution? It is the harmful and unwanted change in the environment. Okay, caused by the pollutants. Okay, let's see definition. It is the unwanted and harmful change in the environment due to the presence of pollutants. What are pollutants? For example, I can give you chemicals, okay, which causes the pollution of the environment, okay. It affects the air, water, soil, and also harm the living organisms, okay. It affects the whole environment actually, okay, especially the air that we breathe, then the water that we use daily, the water that we drink, and then the soil also, and then also harm living organisms, okay. Now, let's discuss on the types of pollution. What are the types of pollution? So we have the types of pollution. There are air pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, thermal pollution, heat pollution. Okay. So we'll discuss on the types of pollution now. Now let us discuss the types of pollution. Okay. Number one, we have air pollution. What is air pollution? Something that pollutes the air environment, okay, in the atmosphere, okay. It is caused by what? Air pollution is caused by smoke, yes, then harmful gases like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide and dust. Carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide and dust. These are all the chemicals and pollutants that is present in the air, okay, which causes air pollution. So now let's see what are the sources. Sources of air pollution: factories, vehicles, burning of fossil fuels. Okay, these are the main sources that causes the air to pollute. Okay, factories, vehicles, burning of fossil fuels. Now, इसका effect क्या होगा? What are the long-term effects of air pollution? What can happen to the human being? What can happen to the living organism? Respiratory problems होगा. Okay, respiratory problems like lower respiratory tract infection, breathing problem, all that affects the human being. Then acid rain, okay, when it rains, the rain becomes acidic, okay, so it causes acid rain. Then global warming also. What is global warming? Global warming is the effects happening in the ozone layer, okay, in the of the atmosphere. Then next we have water pollution. What is water pollution? It is caused by the dumping of waste, then sewage chemicals into water bodies. Okay, water pollution we can see in rivers. If people they dump waste in the rivers, okay, streams, etc., that causes blockage to the water flow, and then it brings about water pollution. Okay. Then sources like industries, agricultural runoff, plastic waste, especially plastics, okay, they block the entire water body. Okay. Then effects, it kills the aquatic life like fishes, any water body that lives, any living organism that lives inside the water, okay, it kills aquatic life. Then it spreads also waterborne diseases. Okay. So now let's discuss on the soil pollution, noise pollution and thermal pollution. So what is soil pollution? Soil pollution, it is caused by the use of chemical fertilizers, okay? Chemical fertilizers, pesticides and industrial waste, okay? So do you understand chemical fertilizers? Anything that harms the crops, okay? Like farmers, they plant these crops, right? So anything like fertilizers that they use, those can cause soil pollution and affects the soil environment. Okay? Then what effects kya hoga? It reduces soil fertility. Okay? Then harms plants and soil organisms. So soil won't be that fertile anymore because of all these chemicals and pesticides and industrial waste. Okay? Then it also harms the plants and soil organisms that is present in the soil. Next, we'll see what is noise pollution. Noise pollution, it is caused by loud sounds from the factories, then loud music, loudspeakers, etc. We all know what the sound is, okay? So, the sounds that are made from traffic jams, okay, factories, these loud, very loud sounds, okay? Then next we'll see what is thermal pollution. Thermal pollution क्या है? It is caused by the release of hot water into the environment from factories. Okay, thermal, anything that has high heat, okay, and has effect on the environment is known as thermal pollution. It is caused by release of hot water, for example, okay, hot water from factories like rivers. So let's see what are the effects. It can decrease oxygen level in water, and then it also harms aquatic life. Okay. Now let's discuss on the causes of pollution. Okay, what is the reason of pollution? What causes the pollution? So first of all, we'll see industrial activities. Any activity that is performed within the industry, okay? Any chemical, anything that is performed in the industry can cause pollution. Okay, it can cause pollution like what? Air pollution, because they'll be burning, okay? Burning the anything that they burn, okay? So it can cause air pollution, soil pollution, even water pollution, everything. Okay. Then next, let's see what is deforestation. What is deforestation? It is the cutting down of trees. Okay, cutting down of trees causes pollution, like air pollution. Okay. Then next, let's see use of plastic. If you use too much plastics in the environment, it causes the soil pollution. Then next, vehicle emission. What is vehicle emission? The gases that is produced from the vehicle, okay, from our daily vehicles, okay, like the smoke, petrol smoke or diesel smoke, that will cause the air pollution. Then urbanization and construction. So what is urbanization? Urbanization is the number of population, okay, in a certain area, or number of people that is increasing, okay, on a daily basis. That is the meaning of urbanization and construction. So for example, like people are building houses, okay, like in every area, that can also cause pollution. Let's discuss on the effects of pollution. Okay, let's see क्या होता है pollution में. What are the side effects? Okay, it causes what? Health problems in humans, not only humans but also animals. It affects both, okay, human beings and animals. The next, climate change and global warming. So due to too much pollution, nowadays we can see that even the climate is changing, okay. In a day there are we can say 2-3 seasons in a day because of the pollution. Sometimes it's raining, sometimes flood, sometimes it's too hot, extremely hot. Okay. Climate change and global warming. Next, loss of biodiversity. Loss of biodiversity मतलब क्या है? Anything that affects the ecosystem. Okay. Anything that affects the ecosystem or the environment as a whole and causes loss of biodiversity. Next, let's see contamination of resources. It contaminates all the natural resources, okay, in the environment because of pollution. Then what are the ways to control pollution? How do we control pollution in today's world? So we plant more trees, but we all see that deforestation is happening everywhere. So let's stop deforestation and plant more trees every day, okay? Then use public transport. So by using public transport also we can reduce the amount of smoke, okay, emitted by these private vehicles, okay? So daily use of public transport. Then we reduce, reuse and recycle. So anything that we use, we can reuse it again, okay, or we recycle, okay, especially these plastic items like plastic bags, but we should not throw it in the environment, okay. So next, avoid plastic bags. See, we have to avoid plastic bags. Anything that is made out of plastics, we better avoid because it causes a huge effect on the environment, okay. Then even if you burn plastic, that smoke that comes out of plastic also, it has very harmful effect. Okay. Then use of eco-friendly products, anything that is natural. Okay, anything that is natural, any product that is natural, made out of natural resources, that we can use. Okay, use of eco-friendly products. Then we treat industrial waste before disposal. All these industrial waste should be treated properly. Okay, and we have to make sure that it doesn't affect the air, water and soil. Okay, so this is it for today on pollution. Okay, let's plant more trees, let's use more public transport, then we should reduce, reuse, recycle. Okay, then avoid plastic bags, then we have to use eco-friendly products. Okay, so thank you very much. If you have any query, any problem or in understanding, you can contact me in the WhatsApp group.